Picture this. We live in a community where everyone thrives, is seen, and feels worthy, rooted in values like compassion, dignity, action, and belonging. Every person is housed and every basic need is met, regardless of background or economic status. Could you see it? Were you able to feel it? Or did doubt creep in and you quickly limit the possibility of it ever being possible? If so, ask yourself, are those doubts truly yours, or are they the product of a world that has conditioned us to believe that change is impossible? Now imagine that you could visualize it freely, without the limit of every single what if imposed by systems that have caused you to and convinced you to show you otherwise. When I first started Black Surf Santa Cruz in 2020, with no surfing or nonprofit experience, a lot of people told me it was going to be impossible. They tried to talk me out of it, citing numbers, demographics, and fundability concerns. Some resorted to intimidation tactics, policy roadblocks, and even questioning the name itself. Others leaned on good old textbook racism and sexism, throwing everything at me: the numbers, the policies, the fear tactics, even what felt like the damn book itself. All because they couldn't see the vision that I saw. There have been a lot of moments when the weight of it all nearly broke me. In 2020, as grief, pain, fear, and apathy boiled over, I reached a breaking point. But in that moment, I made a choice, and I refused to stay stuck in the loop, and I transformed my despair into action. Because here's the truth. Compassion is not passive, it's active. Unlike empathy, which allows us to feel another's pain, or sympathy, which merely just acknowledges it, compassion demands that we actively do something. It is the antidote to apathy and compels us to recognize others' suffering and actively change the conditions that created it. But here is the problem. Our culture, systems, and institutions, and even ourselves, struggle with real compassion. We see it in the binary ways we view the world, right or wrong, black or white, rich or poor, in how we treat unhoused people or people with criminal records, and how we quickly cancel and discard those who don't align with our views. We live within a culture that dehumanizes, isolates, and divides. But imagine if compassionate action were baked into our institutions, policies, and daily interactions. Imagine if we built a culture that started with dignity and care, rather than requiring that people prove their worthiness of it. Take the work of Black Surf Santa Cruz, for example. The ocean is more than just water. It's a sacred space of healing, liberation, and connection. Yet Black and BIPOC communities have been systemically excluded from these spaces. Through policy, violence, and cultural narratives, we've been told that we don't belong. Sound familiar? It should, because it's the same exclusion that exists within housing, healthcare, our criminal justice systems, education, and all public spaces and institutions. Let me be clear. Being in the water is not just about reclaiming space. It's about learning to navigate that fear of the unknown and unimagined in unwelcoming spaces and histories that have tried to erase us. It's about pushing through that discomfort because equity does not come without disruption, and justice does not happen without persistence. But the real challenge isn't just about getting in the water. It's staying in and continuing to return again and again, even when progress is slow or is quite literally moving backwards. Because if inequity was designed intentionally, then justice must be pursued with just as much, if not more, intention. We have already proven that what was once deemed impossible is in fact possible with intentional action. In less than 5 years, we've provided ocean experiences to over 1,000 participants, many of whom had never surfed or set foot in the ocean before. Through advocacy and permitting wins, we are reshaping access to these spaces, ensuring that they actually are open to everyone. Despite skepticism, resistance, and other people's projections and limitations, we are proving that change is not only possible, it's actively happening. So I ask you, what are you willing to yield to make the vision you imagined at the start a reality? And if you had a difficult time imagining it, what will you do to confront the inner beliefs that made it difficult? What will it take for you to move from passive concern and into compassionate action? This work is not comfortable and demands an unwavering commitment to justice and calls us to stand firm in our values, embody them daily, and take decisive action. So I will leave you with this. Many of you hold much power and privilege in this room. My question is, what are you going to do with it? The time for compassionate action is now. Thank you.